He told me I was unorthodox as F.
You already mentioned before about, getting to the music industry that they wanted you to be a copycat, a fake, and things. Let's throw a name in there. I don't know, next Mariah Carey or Avril Lavigne or the next Nicki Minaj or whoever, right? Or as a female
Yeah.
stars. I mean, what inspired you to come up with that? Independent and carving your own path?
Well, yeah, it is because I mean, I remember one time I was in college and I had my song "If You Want Me to Stay," which I did a remake of the Sly and Family Stone song "If You Want Me to Stay," but I changed the lyrics, and it was doing well on MySpace. I remember this record exec from Bad Boy A&R told me that I was unorthodox as F. He told me I was unorthodox as F, but it stayed in my mind as time went on, and I realized that I just want to be avant-garde type. I want to just do what I want to do because the point of doing music was for me to escape the norm, the mundane of life, which, you grow up, you see your mom go to work, go to bed, go to work, go to bed, date, whatever. I didn't want that. So I thought that that's what I was trying to escape that. And so I said, okay, that means I just got to be the boss then. That's what that means. Cause it just wasn't working. And then I was kind of resenting music. I was like so that's when I decided to create my own genre, abstract soul, where it's not just, you can't always pinpoint it. I'm always gonna have a soulful voice. That's just me. But like I can always change my style. If I want to do a verse a certain way, if I want to do 4 verses and then of course I'll do it. If I want to do 1 verse and then of course I'll do it. If I want to do no chorus, then I do it. Like I just wanted to, and even Michael Jackson said before he died, he wanted to do something different. He wanted to change music. And I felt like it's so inspired seeing that old videotape like 10 years ago that it pushed me to do abstract soul to show people, hey, I'm not just this one person, and that I'm gonna push for different styles and hope other artists can follow suit and be their true selves and enjoy their music and stuff. And yes, that's why I call it abstract soul, because it's like alternative soul, but I just made up abstract because I just feel like I want to do my own thing. So that's how that came. Yes, because this is what I'm gonna do forever. Like music is something that's like a calling. Some people do music because they're trying to make quick money or they want to look cool. I'm doing it because like a calling. So it's something I'm gonna do forever. It's just and I like, being behind the scenes with it, just sharing it on the streaming platforms. And, I haven't performed much lately, but I may do that in the future, but I just like putting it out there and let people hear it. And, in 2080, though, some kid's gonna find my music and be like, oh, cool. So I just think that that's kind of exciting. Even though I'm not gonna be here, but it's kind of cool to know you put something out there. Because even podcasting, you put it out there, somebody's gonna find this video 2080 and be like, yo, I think it's so cool. It's an asset. Music is an asset.